We always get cylinders moved. This data center job sites are huge. You could lose them. I've been to a data center where you can't get back there the next day. You're like, oh, I can't get to the spot I just poured. And they're like, well, no, you can't. There's a crane in the way. And so that's a huge problem, not being able to get your cylinders in time. And then you got to transport 60 cylinders back and they're bouncing around and your pickup truck and stuff happens and you might not get back to the lab right away either. So there's a lot of delay in transportation. And then you gotta strip them. Stripping 60 cylinders is not fun by any means. And then you gotta label them, put them in the moisture room, and get them all set up in the system to make sure they're ready to be broken and labeled appropriately so you don't mislabel something. And that's huge.
Yeah, that's amazing. And we just talk about 60 cylinders, like, oh, that's just 60 cylinders. No, no, multiply that by every day. The next day, another 60. The next day, another 60. Within a week, you've got 300 cylinders sitting in your room. You got to keep track of all of them. You got to find that first one that you had and break that on day 7 or whatever, right? I mean, it's horrendous. Now, compare that to the lazy man's job of you go and you put a sensor in place. You walk away. You don't have to be there when the trek shows up. You're out of the way of everybody, and you never have to come back to that sensor again. The data logger is just sending data constantly up to the cloud, and you're sitting there in your lawn chair looking out over your pool, just reading your sensor data, right?